over our tarot reading really quick. We're coming up on our hour. I want to be mindful of your time, and we've already done a lot. We did this lotus blossoming meditation, bringing in the elements, the guides, the guardians. We have talked about a lot as well. So tarot reading is for the past, the present, the future, and I did get a bonus card. It was kind of sticking up, and I felt like it needed to be flipped over, and when I did, I knew it needed to be flipped over. It just came in with the themes of things. So let's start with our past card. I pulled Strength. By the way, this is from the Tarot of the Divine, and I don't have the box for those cards on me right now, but they do have a book that accompanies called Beneath the Moon. Beneath the Moon, Fairy Tales, Myths, and Divine Stories from Around the World by Yoshitani. And this book contains all of the stories that are associated with these cards that you pull from the Tarot of the Divine. The Tarot of the Divine box looks just like this cover of this book, if that helps. You can get it on Amazon, but Tarot of the Divine. So I have the Strength card. This represents the Scottish story of Tam Lin, which you can look up on your own if you want to do a little exploration. But notice how she is fighting this creature, kind of holding him at his mouth. And this is reminding us of the resiliency that we have gained, what we have been through, the hard work we've gone through, the battles that we've fought. It's all of this that we've navigated with this previous Aries lunar cycle and Aries energy coming into play, between the eclipse, the total solar eclipse in Aries, between this whole eclipse series, between the shadow work behind us. You know, all of that now is coming out as a reminder. It's a reflection. It's to say, hey, you are so strong. And I'm not going to lie, that used to be something that just irritated the heck out of me when people would say it. I have been through a lot. I've been through a lot in my life. If you know me, you know I've shared a lot of stories, and I haven't shared stories, but I've been through a lot. And a lot of times in my past, when I would go through these times, and this is long before I was on my spiritual path, this is when I'm just like traversing life as a unawakened lemming. But when I would go through these hard times, these challenging, traumatic times, people would always say, you're so strong. You're so strong. I admire you. You're so strong. And I would just hate it because I just wanted to not be strong. I wanted to be weak. I wanted to be vulnerable. I wanted to cry. I wanted somebody else to take the effing heavy load off of me. Just take my burdens and lighten my load. But I never got that, because that was not what my soul chose for this journey in life. And so now, of course, I am in a different spot where I can really see how strong I've become, that strength, that resiliency that I have gained. But remind yourself now, under this moon, that everything you've been through has made you stronger, wiser, better, a more magical person, a better person. And that's what this card wants us to see. It's represented by the number 8. So you can think about 8 in that symbol of infinity, you know, the highs, the lows, what goes down must come up, what goes up must come down. Very karmic looping energy. This is a reminder of us now reaping what we've sowed, really starting to gain off of all of the hard work that we did. For the present card, I have the Queen of Coins in reverse. And I am going to probably butcher this name, but I have it marked. This is the story of Wara Murungunju. Wara Murungunju. And this is from Northern Australia. This is a Gunwingu deity. Again, probably butchering that. Please forgive me. But this is From the tarot's perspective, the energy of mastering our craft, mastering our skill, and also being financially supported in our joy, our bliss, our skill, our craft, our pleasure. And when it is in reverse, this doesn't necessarily mean that this isn't going to happen or this is going to fail. This actually is an internal protection message to say, hey, it's time to go in a different direction. You have mastered this craft. You have graduated. You have become the master. You have learned what you need to learn. Now it's time to learn something different, to go on a new journey, to become a new master at something, to craft in a different way, to work on more shadows, to go to battle in another way, to find more joy. There are all these different possibilities coming into play, but ultimately you are going to end up on the other side again, financially supported, but in a different way from before. And it could be in a same but different with this reverse card. Maybe it's similar energy, but a different way. Notice that there's also, kind of this snake around the card, all the way around the perimeter. This is reminding us of those limits that we're going to have to break through as we transform and transmute and shed our skin and our layers and become somebody new. There's also all of these flowers around to remind us, as the present card, that this is an initiation happening underneath this full flower moon, represented by the lotus energy, which is Anuradha in the Scorpio constellation, that sign of transformation. So it is time to molt. It's time to shed your skin, step out of the shadows, become somebody new. And as you work on this craft over time, it is going to support you the same, if not better, than what you already have. For our future card, I got another reverse card, the Hermit. And when we get the Hermit reversed, it is permission to come out of our cave, come out of our shell, come out of the forest, take off the hood and cloak, and let yourself come into the light. What did I say earlier? Healing is not our sole purpose in this life. We are also in this life's journey to have the fullest human experience. We are here to embrace our magic. It's why we do the shadow work. It's why we do the alchemy, to find the gold and to find the magic. By the way, this is the Druids and the White Stag. It is Irish mythology or Irish legend, if you want to look into that to get more insight. But when we have this reversed, it's ultimately just saying, hey, hard work is done for now. You can come out and play. You can just embrace the magic, have fun, get creative, ride your white horse off into the sunset, live in your pleasures, live in your bliss, because you don't always have to be in that depressive state. That's not the whole point of it all. Get out of the victim story and ascend. I got a bonus card, as mentioned. I flipped it over. It was the Three of Cups, which is perfect for this full moon. The Three of Cups is a card of celebration. We are underneath the star of success in Vedic astrology. It is Buddha's birthday in the East. And even on the Western side of the world, we're ruled by Sagittarius energy, which is one of the most elated, positive, excited, happiest signs in the zodiac wheel. So we're reminded right now to just take a little bit of a break. You don't always have to be working. Healing is not your sole purpose. We are also here to party. We're also here to not only be with ourselves and become friends with ourselves, but also to become friends with others. We're moving into the age of Aquarius. It's very social. It's very external. We're in the season of Gemini. It's very social. It's very external. We're underneath a full moon in Sagittarius. It's very fiery, but also very social and external. Now, Sagittarius energy on the low side can be cold, can be reserved, because they're selective about who they truly let in. They really need honest, authentic people. They need go-getters. They're kind of particular about who they let into their inner circle. But regardless, everybody that's around them is going to feel uplifted, supported, because they carry that positive light wherever they go. So we now need to shine that light onto others. I mentioned this in my newsletter today, like pick a bouquet of flowers and give it to a friend, or go buy a bouquet of flowers and give it to a friend, or maybe you give your friend energetic flowers. Send them a text, a message, give them a call, tell them that you appreciate them. Tell them that they're awesome. Give them words of encouragement. Shower them with love and flowers. Celebrate the work they've done. Party with them, like celebrate their victories. Help them to see what they've achieved and accomplished. That's very Three of Cups energy. There's also this elatedness, the cups like stacking on top of each other, reminding us that when we truly come together in that blissful, elated, positive state, there is so much that we can build upon. There's so much that can be created, and there is so much more of the cup overflowing with fortune and feelings of abundance. When we truly think about how we are wealthy in this life, right? Yes, we think about money. Yes, we think about our material things, but we also think about our health, and we think about the people in our life, right? Like you feel so full when you have that love of family or that love of a strong group of friends. And this being a time when Venus is combust by the sun, and this is related to the story of Anana and Ereshkigal. And, Venus is essentially right now stripping off her material world and the things that make her material, and she's getting down to her rawest, barest self as she prepares to become fully Kazemi, fully combust before she shifts into Evening Star. But in this process, as she's taking everything off, we're reminded to take away those material aspects and things and really look for the true gold, the true wealth, the true value in this life's experiences. Who are our connections that have made things possible for us? Who are the people that have shown us love and support when we need it most? Who has held space for us? Who has helped us to gain insights and wisdom? Who has given us knowledge? Who have been our teachers? Who have been our therapists? Who have been, those people that heart to heart give those bonds to us? Who has given us love and romanticism? Who has given us friendship? Who has given us trust? Who has given us honesty? These are all things to reflect on right now underneath this moon, this lunar portal, and something to prioritize as we move forward, because we're moving into a much more social season, the season of summer coming next, and that hermit crab of Cancer will want us to retreat a little, or will want to take things personal, or maybe we'll want to hold on to things of the past. But we don't want to go there. We don't want to be that way. We want to really be open to the opportunities that are coming our way for friendship and companionship and support, because we can have it all. We do not have to do it alone, and we can celebrate it all together.